Good morning. It's Sunday morning from London News. Wherever you are in the world, I hope you enjoy this little clip. Keep watching Bill Turner's one, by the way. There's another one coming up soon. It's about the election here in Mulgrave. Well, I started off with the clip, as you will see, Mr. Mannering. You remember that Dad's Army? And the corporal used to say, Mr. Mannering, we're doomed, Mr. Mannering. And that's exactly the Labour Party, which got back into power in Australia in I think 1973, which were out in the wilderness for 26 years. Anyway, they started destroying the country and they succeeded. Now they're in every state except Tasmania, and they feather their nest by bringing in as many supporters they can find from around the world, and it worked because they won here in Victoria again. And sadly, Mr. Cook, only got 20% of the votes. Great man. We're just going to have a chat with him as well. He was interviewed by, I think it's BBC or ABC, one of those TV channels, and all signed to me. Sorry, guys. But we're doomed, Mr. Mannering. Anyway, London News, keep watching, guys. And I had a chat with some of the Labour Party people handing out the leaflets and helping people at the polling booth. I was just in civilian clothes. I had a chat with young kids. I mean, they're in their 18s, 19, 20s. And you couldn't have a conversation with them because the whole world is doomed, as we know from a certain climate thing, or I know what they're talking about. But, mate, we're doomed, Mr. Mannering. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe, share the video as much as possible, and support the common law court sheriffs. We have a sheriff's office now recognized by the Americans. We're a member of the American Sheriff's Association, and as sheriff and deputies, and there's only one sheriff and a deputy, all that stuff. Support us. We need moral, money, and other types of support. We have a court case coming up on the 2nd of December here in Melbourne. So it's up on. You'll get the information somewhere around the track. Please support us because we have to change this system. Because remember, we're doomed, Mr. Mannering.
Ian, can you tell us what's been happening today in your life, I guess?
Well, we've been going around a lot of polling booths today, and yes, it's what I learnt last time. This is campaigning. This is, pounding the pavement, talking to people, and getting to know them.
And how are you feeling? What's going through your mind, and what's going through, I guess, pumping through your body at the moment? How are you feeling?
Well, right now, I'm tired. It's been pretty intense for the last couple of weeks, and that's the way campaigning is. There's nothing you do about it. I feel really good about the messages and the support and the people I've spoken to. They've been wonderful, and I'm there for them. That's what this is all about. So.
And have you got any messages for your supporters?
Well, we've spoken to our supporters today, and we said, win, lose, draw, doesn't matter. We did the best we could. We went out and said, these are the values that we believe in. This is what we think we need to do going forward. And a lot of them said, yes, we're in there. We're with you, Ian. That's what we want. And for that, I can be just happy and satisfied. I'm completely at peace with whatever the final solution is. But at the moment, what we know is there's been a substantial swing against this government, which is what we wanted to do. Not because we hate them or don't like them. It's because we believe that they're heading down the wrong path.
And is there anything else you would like to add?
No, that's fine. I mean, it is what it is. We will wait and see what the result is, which may not be known tonight, maybe tomorrow. It could be us, it could be the Libs, it could be Labor. It's a very tight struggle, and we have to wait and see.
That's it. Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Is that all you need?
Mulgrave, by-election. This is down in Victoria. This was the seat of Dan Andrews. So Dan Andrews has gone off, tried to join a golf club, and they wouldn't have him or something. But tell us about it, Rita.
Yes, the golf club is a delicious story in itself. Well, the Labor have retained the seat, but there was quite a swing. The primary vote went back about 11%. Liberals didn't do too well. They got about 20% of the primary vote. This is the seat that Ian Cook from iCook has run in, so he got around 20% as well. I mean, the state of Victoria, I mean, you've got the debt, you've got all the corruption issues, but what happened to Ian Cook, can I just briefly say? Well, we had that vindication in part in court where it was found that his business was shut down incorrectly. This thriving business that employed dozens of people destroyed. No compensation. That was the ruling. No, this is the state of justice in Victoria, and yep, we've got another Labor person in there. Meanwhile, Dan Andrews is unwanted across the Mornington Peninsula's golf courses.
But we have a simple message for them. We will set the strictest possible conditions for you. If you do not follow them, you will end up back in jail.
The Albanese government is racing to pass new legislation to protect communities from dangerous offenders released from detention. The immigration laws will make it through Parliament tonight, but a fresh High Court challenge may be looming. Here's Charles Croucher.
In Western Sydney, this hotel promises modern rooms, 4 stars.
To be put up in taxpayer-funded accommodation, free to come and go as they want.
For 2 months, David has been living in a small tent on the side of a Brisbane motorway.
I never thought it would ever happen, but it has.
He tells us he hates it when it rains because his tent leaks.
Modern rooms, 4 stars, and a new life for this man.
Detention centre life is totally like a jail life.
He says he's not a criminal, although admits some of the 84 freed by the High Court are.
For instance, one is a member of Egypt's Islamic Jihad terrorist organisation. Would you believe it? There's an Afghan that ASIO said was also a security risk. There are 2 people smugglers. There's a Zimbabwean who committed more than 30 offences, at least one while armed, and then said, well, you can't send me back, I'm a refugee. Another, an Iranian, committed 2 sexual assaults and claimed he couldn't go back to Iran because he converted from Islam to Christianity. That's a very popular little dodge.